Okay. For those that hello by the way. For
Hello.
those who don't know, please tell everyone who your special guest is.
This is Aeneas, my daughter. Dis bonjour. Bonjour. Oui,
Oh, there you
bravo. It's the most she smiled since she's been here. So
go. Okay, I'm
yeah,
honored.
she's me mugging everybody.
Um, coming here on the back of a win. What's that like?
It's good. It's exciting. I think it's a lot of energy for the guys. Um, I think we are a little bit banged up though, but I mean, we started off a little bit slow practice, but we got rolling by the end of the day. I thought it was a good day one for us, and
Yeah.
looking forward to day two.
You know, the time of the year where those injuries kind of start piling up a bit, right?
Yeah, I mean it happens, right? I mean we thought we played a pretty physical game. I think that's kind of our brand of football, especially the one Killen wants to bring to the team.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna be a physical team. I mean everybody's gonna have some bumps and bruises. That's just how it goes. So we gotta just roll with it.
What was it like to win in the fashion of that you did on Sunday, where I felt kind of in the first three games it kind of burned you a bit with the penalties and the explosion plays.
Yeah, I mean I thought we played pretty good, a pretty clean game of football.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Obviously looking back penalties and stuff. We had a couple in this game too. I think it was our third drive. We had a holding call,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of forced us out when we scored on our first two drives. Which I mean, you could call it holding, you could not call it holding. It was kind of one of those ones, right? So I mean, those are going to happen in football, though. So you just got to adjust
Yeah.
to keep moving, right? So we ended up punting that series, and then we had two up the next series as well. So I mean, it wasn't an ideal situation. Again, avoiding those penalties would be beneficial, but I thought we did a pretty good job of that overall.
I know you got to build the culture and the process. Has to be what it is. Got to be process based because that saves you from getting too over the line here. But having a win is part of that process. I mean, I remember a game. I think it was 2 years ago. You said in the locker room, this has to feel normal. Like this has to feel like you deserve the wins, and it's got to be something that you expect every week.
Yeah, for sure, and I think that's something that we have to strive for, right? But it relates to what you said, right? We got to be process oriented and not result oriented, right? I mean, obviously, you want to go out there and win every single game. Is that realistic and going to happen? No, probably not. Right, but you can strive, as close to perfection as possible, right? So we can, instead of saying we're going to go win all 18 games, right? You just take it one week at a time. That's all you can do. Again, everything's not going to go your way all the time, but you got to adapt and adjust and keep moving forward and keep trusting the process.
You know, people look at how the offense ran, against Montreal, maybe more fourth quarter than against Winnipeg, lots of deep shots and that sort of thing. And then you see the creativity with the jet sweeps, fake sweeps, swing passes, screen plays, and it kind of gets people spinning their wheels. I feel the gears in their head, like what is Stray for doing this week? You come up with game plans for a reason, right?
Yeah, for sure, right? I mean, we're gonna watch film and try to game plan some things against them, and there's gonna be some stuff that we run every week regardless of who we're playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a combination of those things, right? And I think a big part of it is being able to keep the playbook open, right?
Yeah.
When you get stuck in certain situations, like when you go back and talk about Montreal, we were in a situation late in the game where we had to throw the ball a lot, right? Because we were behind. And I think it's just the flow of the game. So as long if we're in a close game or we're up by a couple points or even two scores, our playbook's really open to run whatever
Mm-hmm.
we want, right? Versus, if you do fall behind and you have to get in a situation where you do have to just start throwing, you do become one dimensional. So, game planning definitely goes a lot into it. But again, we got to do our parts to make sure we're in competitive games and not in a situation where we're in desperation.
How much different is this team compared to week one to this coming Sunday? Get the Lions again.
Um, Completely different. I mean, especially from an offensive perspective, I thought our special teams have been balling out completely. But offensively, like we got in there and we looked today, and I think we were like alignment and assignment 98%, right?
Yeah.
And week one, it wasn't even close to that. We were probably in the 60s. So it was rough, right? And again, BC was a tough place to play, loud crowd. They're blaring extra music too. Wasn't a fan of
Yeah, typical BC
that.
place.
But again, it was a harsh environment a little bit. But we gotta anticipate that kind of stuff and be able to play through it. So.